but it's not really changing the world, at least the part that we have right now.
Yeah, and I've seen the images are getting a lot better. Yeah. I can see it eventually avalanching to where it's like they can actually replace programmers and coders and, you know, a lot of different marketing people. Like they'll be able to just have that. But for now, it doesn't seem there. And the only time I use it is on purpose. I accidentally get that fucking Google answer every time you ask anything. But the only time I use it on purpose is trying to make like funny pictures on Grok. And that's it. And I can say like, it's absolutely better than it used to be if you like want Bowser dressed as a sheriff executing Luigi in an electric chair, which is something that I did. And like initially it's like, oh, this looks terrible. A lot of these characters don't look right. Now they're like on point. Even like the L on the hat is looking good. But I also see stuff.
Ask you if real life images fool you yet, but you wouldn't know. Right.
There's no way to know. I did see one going around the internet over the past couple of days that seemed to fool a lot of people. It was like this woman, this young woman in like a milkmaid looking dress, not in like a sexual context, just like her holding a basket of eggs and there's like chickens running around behind her and it looks like a farm thing. And as soon as I saw it, like I just went to the hands and I also like I watched it a few times because I wanted to know. And sometimes things will like fade in the background and foreground unnaturally, like the fingers will, or they'll morph. And after just watching it maybe 2 or 3 times, it was like, oh, okay, that left hand there, that's like she's got like Nosferatu fingers, like a length of finger that's never naturally occurred, like just weirdly long. But everything else looked pretty solid. Maybe a little lighting was off, and that was video. Yeah. And so like I saw a lot of people also agreeing with me that like, yeah, this is clearly AI. You have to look here. But it seemed like it fooled more people than it didn't. And if it's getting this hard to identify some of these now, and by hard to identify, I don't mean like if you sit there and watch it 10 times, you won't pick it up. But like if you were to scroll past it, see it once, just the once over, the way you would most videos, nothing will jump out at you immediately.
You talking about Scarlett Johansson?
No, the AI video is getting way better.
Did you see the Scarlett Johansson AI video that made the rounds of her and other Jewish celebrities denouncing Kanye?
Oh, well, that one was very obviously AI.
Well, it caused a lot of celebrities to address, and it's getting a lot of buzz now. So it'll cause some legislation to come down, I'm sure.
But did you see the people's movements weren't right, their faces weren't right, the images on their T-shirt, because it was a silhouetted middle finger with like a Star of David in the middle of it, and so like as they were turning, like the image on the shirt isn't moving correctly. That one was super obvious. Yeah. And I saw like it was funny. Whoever made that was like, all right, we're picking Jews in Hollywood. Let's make sure that Woody Allen is in this video. And it's like, why the fuck did you pick this guy in your video?
Taylor catches AI images really well. I only get it like, say there's a really pretty Asian girl and then the mic moves in front of her face and the prettiness drops and comes back. Like it has to be that obvious for me to get it.
Let me see if I can find this.
You probably couldn't show it anyway.
This would just be an AI video, so nobody would tag us, I wouldn't think, right?
That Twitter rant with Kanye was something for the ages. Like each tweet was more outrageous and despicable than the last. Just all sorts of blatant racism, and then every now and then he'd just take a moment to like rub it in. Like he'd say like 8 anti-Semitic things, and they'd be like, the 3 Jews that work for me still work for me. Ching, ching, ching. And then he'd move on to like something about honkies. You know, it just went on a rant. It's great. Yeah. I didn't catch the part where he started.
Is he crazy or calculated?
He comes off as crazy to me.
Yeah, he's manic.
Yeah, he seems very manic. That's probably a good way to put it. Because you're right. It was a total just heel turn 5 different times, where he'd like fire off some jokes about fat people, and then it was back to Jews, and then it was white people are all racist, and then back in the Jew area, and then another joke, and then like something about music, and then 65 HD videos of hardcore pornography with him being like, I like this one. Like literally, like this whole feed for a while, just like, I like seeing girls suck dick.
How was his taste in porn? Pretty vanilla.
It was one of those things where, like, you know, in in a movie where, someone discovers information that they think is going to be, terse or short, and then they scroll, and then they realize the extent of it, and they keep scrolling, and the pages go by. You can see that. That's what it was like going to his account, because I saw someone saying, like, dude, Kanye's like off the Jew stuff. Now he's all on porn. So I went to Kanye's account, and I was like, he's probably got like 2 porn pics up here. Scroll down, porn. Give it a strong wheel. Still porn. I'm scrolling like just porn. You would have to go down like 3 feet if it were a real scroll to find the Jew stuff, because he spammed so much pornography. And he was the guy who like 2 years ago was posting shit like porn is evil. It's awful. It's bad for you and it destroys your soul. And now 2 years later, he's like posting half the content on Pornhub.
Wait, and then Zach says Kanye's getting divorced? Zach, what's your source?
I saw people saying that today. And then I also saw Milo Yiannopoulos, who I guess is close to him in some way, saying like, oh, this is entirely nonsense. What is this? The 6th or 7th time they've said he's getting divorced. And so who's to say? Milo's often not.
Zach says Bianca requested it. So I assume Zach's spoken to her directly?
Yeah. Well, I'm going to text her real quick. I'm going to shoot a text to Bianca Sensori.
I'm going to Google it if we can find.
Yeah. No, there were a bunch of but it was like Entertainment Weekly style rags. So it wouldn't be the first time we make something up.
Shit. She said she's had enough. New York Post.
Damn. I was hoping
the shirt was the last straw. She told him that's not who she is and she can't be associated with that. I'm a porn star, goddammit, not a Nazi.
We'll see.
I'm a whore.
West allegedly responded that he has dominion over and he's selling those shirts.
Interesting. Where's he selling them now? Kyle, you have to stay strong with me. We both have to wear the shirt at the same time. They can't cancel both of us.
Oh, they could never.
I'm not going to wear the shirt.
Well, you check your mailbox in a week.
Wait, she turned 30? It's time for an upgrade.
Yeah, she was 30 last time.
Oh. No.
So that would be crazy.
I'm disappointed because this means he's not going to have her even more naked somehow, at the next award show. And that makes me very sad. That makes me very sad. Let's all pray that the only reason that she's not walking around with like a My Little Pony butt plug, or a butt plug light, as Zach posted there, that's also a good idea, is that Kanye was holding her back. She's actually like an even bigger whore than we think. And Kanye's like, whoa. Come on, that's tasteless. You can't go completely naked. Let's put this clear shower curtain on you.
I mean,
that's the thing they did, by the way. She went out in like a clear rain poncho naked.
I saw that. That was kind of nice.
Yeah, I probably sent those to you.
You did.
There's a couple good subreddits. Bianca Sensori Hub is where y'all want to go, by the way, if you're listening.
You've recommended that. We looked at it on the show, actually. So It looks like esteemed journalistic organizations, the Daily Mail and TMZ, says that the couple has split up. But the Hollywood Reporter, equally esteemed, says they are not.
I think TMZ's pretty on.
Tickled me.
Well, who's to say? It doesn't seem like. But usually these guys they get their facts before they just make Isn't the Hollywood Reporter and TMZ? They're the same tier. Do you remember seeing those rags checking out at the grocery store where it would be like Brad Pitt has AIDS? Just something that
Cameron Diaz has crazy. Alien baby.
Yeah. Cameron Diaz has hidden family of 10, and it's like her with photoshopped bags under her eyes.